Hello everyone, this is Joni from Designs by Joni L. And I haven't been in for a while, but that's because I've been working on other projects and everything. Trying to get things together for Christmas in July, and Christmas in July is going to be over before I get anything posted. So I wanted to fix this tree and have it as my first thing that I have done for Christmas. And it still has a lot of the glue, little strings on it and everything that comes with putting things down with glue. And I don't really like them, but there's not much we can do about that. So the reason why I did this, and I have to give credit for where credit is due. I was watching videos one night, and I enjoy watching Fiona Jennings. And when I first started watching YouTube with all of these videos and things, I didn't even know that crafting was on here, on the YouTubes. And I had not even been on the internet, really, other than just to play a few games. And I love crafting, so when I ran onto the video crafting, I thought, my good grief, where have these been all my life? And so Fiona's was one that I hit on first. And I watched her for a long, long time. And she reminds me a lot of the way that I'm used to crafting, and the way that things that I learned when I was younger. And then when she began talking about her father and the way that he had such pride with the wood that he worked on and everything, it made me even more liking her material, because you can tell that she is not a wasteful person. Far from it. She is a very saving person. And I believe in that. And so I just sort of built up this affinity with her. And so I was watching the other night, and she did a Christmas tree in about, I'm going to say, a good 12 minutes maybe. And I thought, oh my gosh, because I had seen, I think, that same tree last Christmas, because that's when I started watching the videos on YouTube, because like I said, I hadn't been on the internet. And so I started watching that around in, I'm going to say, November maybe. And and then December, I saw this beautiful Christmas tree, and I wrote it down, but I couldn't find the person's name or anything about it. So I was looking and looking and searching all the notes that I had been taking all this time. And finally I found, she was on and this year, and they put the video on, and I think, oh, there is the tree that I want to try to make. Well, I tried, but Fiona, you are still the queen of crafting with Christmas trees as far as I'm concerned, and with a lot of your other things. Because I tried and tried, and I worked very hard at mine, and like I said, you probably did yours in about 12 minutes. And it took me longer than any 12 minutes to make mine. But I finally got pleased with it, partially. I'm still picking at it before I got ready to turn the camera on, because you can always go back and pick over your work and critique it all you want, but it all comes down to is it good or is it not? So I'm hoping that you all will like this. And as she said, it is heavy. This is a very heavy. Mine is on canvas, and what I did, like her, except she had hers on some cardboard that I believe she'd had her lace put around. And what I decided to do was just go ahead and put mine on canvas, because I have done painting before, oil painting. And so I decided just to go ahead and work with the canvas. And so I went ahead and did all of the preparations and everything for the canvas, and then I put the lace down. And then she put a lace around the top of hers. And instead of doing that, I took, she said, if I can get this thing around here, I lined around the edges of mine with ribbon. That's the only difference there. And I did it with mauve because that's the color I have for Christmas. I love mauve. And this is the way I fixed the bottom of my tree. And there are some things on there that are very personal to me. It wouldn't mean anything to anyone else, but to me it means a whole big bunch. And one of the things is this, as I'm pulling my arm up, I'm pushing these spider glue webs away. But one thing is this little silver disc down here. You would not believe the story of that. My husband and I were in Jacksonville, Florida, one year, and we were celebrating my birthday, and we went in Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and they had little discs that you could have your names printed on and your age and everything. So he had a disc fixed for me, and he printed it, and I was 24 years old, and that is on there, and my name and his name. So we brought it home and basically forgot about it because it was just a little trinket that we didn't pay much attention to. So then I had it around the house and in drawers and different places and in jewelry boxes and all these little things. And then we had that big flood. So when we had the flood, the first time it was still okay. But the second time, without knowing it, I gave it to one of my nieces. And because it was in something that I had given her because we had flown in and for my husband's funeral, and we had to come back quickly. So I just gave her a bunch of the things, and she kept it for a while, and then she gave it to one of her sisters in something that she was giving her, and her sister kept it for me, and she told me that she had it. She said, if you want it, I'll send it to you. And I said, oh, for Pete's sakes, yes, please do. So she sent it to me, so that's how I have that. And then the other little thing down here is one of the trading things from Walt Disney. We had our little granddaughter down there, and she got that trading, I don't know what they call it, it's a little pen of sorts. And I have kept it for her all these years because she was only about 10 months old when she got it, so she didn't know what it was. So I thought it was very fitting to put it as sort of as the base of the tree. And then the ribbon, I put it there because it was mauve and I thought it looked pretty there. And then moving on up here, you'll see, so it's hard for me to find them sometimes. Here is a little ring that belongs to my granddaughter, and she was just a little thing, probably about 3 years old, but that was a ring that Mama got her. And then she had another ring. It's over here, and it's red. And then I put in here just a little thing. Like I said, most people would throw it away, but not me. The little gold thing here that goes on top of a ring box, because one of her little rings came in that. And I just took the top off the handle and put it on this. So those are the things that really have sentimental value on here for me. And, well, I see one of my beads is loose. So anyway, it seems like I always deal with beads that are loose. With my mountain, it had the stones, if you'll remember, that were loose. But it's settled down and it's not losing any of its stones now. You'll be happy to know. But I used this disc up here, this pendant, for this top, and it's representing a star. And I think that it all came together well, and I like it. And my daughter wants me, of course, to do her one, and so I'm going to have to do her one. And I think I'll try. Mine kept getting longer. I was going to have one just short, you know, about down to right here. And it kept getting longer and longer, and I thought if it doesn't stop soon, it's going to be off of the canvas, and then it will have to stop. But I wanted to decorate it in the color of my tree. But I didn't get to do that either because it's hard to find mauve in the different beads that I like and everything like that. And so I just went ahead, and the little bows I got at Dollar Tree, and they were two, I believe, for $1. And I thought, oh gracious, there's my mauve. So, and I had never dyed lace before because this lace was white, and I didn't want it white because I wanted it to look older. So I took some tea, and I've never dyed with tea before. And I just heated up a cup of water in the microwave, took it out, put a tea bag, a big family size tea bag, in the cup, and got the water pretty dark. Then I just emptied it out into a pan and put 2 cups more of water in it. And I put the piece of lace in there. And it didn't get quite as dark as I wanted it to the first time. So the next morning I was busy and I was getting ready to go out to town. And so I told my daughter, I said, well, I have got to put that in some more tea before I leave. So I did, and squeezed it out and everything, rinsed it. Then I just put it up to dry while I was gone. When I came back, it was ready. So then I put it down, and it was just like I like it because I like the darker parts in here that you can see the lace and everything. I think that all looks old, like it's been put away somewhere and it's gotten all this dust and stuff on it. But this is my tree. And I'm sorry that you can't see it all at one time because it does look pretty. And but I guess the only way I would be able to do it is put it on an easel and then take my camera off of the tripod and step back and let you see it all. But I think you can get a pretty good idea of what it looks like this. And as I scoot it up closer to the camera, you can see more and more. And I'm telling you, I have glued a lot, but I have burned my fingers in this one, something terrible. I burned a big blister on one thumb and another big blister on another finger on the other hand, so both of my hands were pretty well done in. But I contributed all to Fiona, and just teasing, because I love it. And I want to thank her for making the tree that she did, because it was a real inspiration to me. And I'm getting ready to go on and make some other things. I have to make my daughter a wreath and some other things that I usually make if I have anything going on. So I'm going to say goodbye for right now, and hopefully it will not be as long, because if it is, it'll be over, and July will be over, and I won't have but one thing on here. So I'll say goodbye to you guys, and you come back and we will craft some more. Thank you. Bye-bye.